Hello and welcome to another Nikke video. Marciana Skill Kit has finally been released and I'm going to discuss it. Please leave a like and a sub and I hope you enjoy the video. So I'm just going to go ahead and read off the top here. So this is Marciana. Academia is the group that she's in. The type is supporter. The weapon is a shotgun. Her burst skill is 2 and the code is iron. So her first skill is going to be called drone supporter and it's a passive. Activates when the last bullet hits a target. Affects all allies. Recovers 10.95% of attack damage as HP over 3 seconds. Activates when the last bullet hits a target. Affects 2 ally units with the highest attack. HP potency up is 26.98% for 3 seconds. Alright, looking at her skill 1, it's going to use a lot of the last bullet mechanic. So it's going to be very useful to have Privity on the team since that's going to activate that effect more sooner. And one thing to note is that for her first part of the skill there, that this is going to affect all allies. So they are going to recover that almost 11% of attack damage as HP over 3 seconds. So do not expect all of that to be done all at once. So unfortunately that 10.95 is going to be divided over 3 seconds. So you're going to be looking at about almost 4%, so like 3.65% per second pretty much, that she's going to be able to heal every second. But it's only for those 3 seconds. Obviously, the more last bullets you hit, the more that this could be extended. And also as well, the second part of that skill 1 is the HP potency up. So pretty much that they're going to be able to be healed for more. Since HP potency just enhances the heal. It's only going to be for the 2 highest attacking units on your team. So unfortunately, everyone else isn't going to have that HP potency up. But everyone on the team will be healed. Now let's go ahead and look at skill 2 here. It's called School Nurse. And it's also a passive. Activates when using burst skill. Affects all allies. Recovers 28.11 of caster's final max HP as HP. Alright, the thing that's going to make skill 2 pretty good is that since it's a passive, as long as a burst is happening, skill 2 is always going to be pretty much happening every single time. And also as well to note, it says final max HP. So sometimes you'll just see max HP and that's only going to account with everything before the buff, but with final max HP. So for any other Nikkes, for example, masks that increase the max HP, this is also going to affect everyone else as well. Either way, her team's got to be set up a certain way in order for her to benefit even more with the final max HP. But either way, just having it being active from every burst will be helpful for the whole team. Alright, her burst skill is called the Teacher's Grace, and it has a 20-second cooldown. Storage. If the target obtained a healing effect that exceeds the character's max HP, excess portions will be stored. Up to 27.87% of caster's max HP. Lasts for 10 seconds. Defense up 20.9% of the caster's defense for 10 seconds. Alright, so this is a brand new mechanic. I don't think any other Nikke has this mechanic, the storage mechanic, but basically how I'm reading it, because they didn't really describe how they're exactly going to do it. But looking at the video to the left, as soon as she does her burst, it has this new green square to the right of the HP bar. The HP that she heals them is pretty much an overheal. And unfortunately, it doesn't last that long. Even by the description, it's just 10 seconds. And it actually goes away even before the burst fully ends. And I don't think they have actually received that much damage for it to actually go away, since it's just in the shooting range. So pretty much as long as they're at max HP already, they're going to be healed additionally. And any attack that they receive is only going to affect that green portion. And that will have to go away before their actual HP gets affected. And the defense up is pretty good. Of course, it's only involving the caster's defense, so it's going to be only Marciana's defense. So she's going to have quite a bit of defense to actually even have use on that. But looking at her whole kit, it's mostly going to be revolved around healing. And the overheal, I could see it being more useful for those Nikkes as well, who have to have their HP at over a certain percentage in order for their skills to be active. For example, Noir or A2. Alright, now let me go ahead and give my final thoughts on her. Looking over all her skills, I can see she's going to be a pretty good unit. Unfortunately, I do not see her being as a meta defining unit. I see her I could definitely see her be able to be put in a flex spot, especially for Union Raid or Solo Raid. Since right now for B2 healers, I mean, we have a good amount. I mean, we have a Biscuit, Blanc, Christus Annie, Folk Wang, and there's a few others, especially like in the Burst 1 healers, for example, like Noise, Pepper, Summer Mary, Emma, even Rapunzel, for example. So there are a lot of healers out there, but that's why I said with her, she could definitely be put in a flex spot. So in case you don't have one of those Nikkes that I mentioned, or you would have to set up the team a certain way so that way the last bullet mechanic could go into effect, as well as using the overheal to its full advantage. In terms if she's a must pull, honestly, I do not think she's a must pull. She will be a useful Nikke, but there are other units that I think that you can use and you could be just fine even if you don't have Marciana on the team. I mean, her design looks very wonderful. I mean, her costume design looks very fantastic. I mean, she has a lot of bubble, but other than that, in terms of a must pull, like, you know, you need to pull this. It's a triple S unit. It's it's a high tier. You know, it's a meta defining unit. In my opinion, I do not think that she is that way, unfortunately, but she will be useful. She will be a useful Nikke for sure. All right, that's about it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video and let me hear your thoughts on this new Nikke. I'll be pulling regardless, but don't think I'll be going deep. What about you guys? I'm Scrublord and I'll see you next time.